so 270537. Oh my god, we got it. Wow. I mean, that's kind of cool, but at the same time, I think it's too subtle to... I think the clicking sound was too subtle to even, like, to pick up on that. What? We got the videotape that we had lost? Yeah, that's the problem. Once you notice the clicks. I think the clicks are way too subtle. Way too subtle. That's a big problem. Oh, man. All right, now we can bring the music back. Oh, my God. So what the hell? Why did we lose the VHS tape? And why is it back? And this... Okay, it's still not labeled or anything. Does it do anything? No. Let's see if they have us go to the security room. Does she want us to go to the security room now? Yep. Okay. So maybe if that's a tape drive, like a VCR, we could put the tape there. Yeah, exactly, Knox. I think it was the clicks are too subtle. They needed, what they should have done, and I still don't understand how and why was one of them busted? There was an interface issue with the safe. Like, the actual puzzle solving part was fun, but the problem is to get to that point, there were so many obstacles. It wasn't highlighted on the thing. Why did one of them work and one of them didn't? Like, they're not good explanations for that. Yeah, exactly. Those are three main problems. It just really buries the actual puzzle itself. That's a problem. What they should have done is probably if you had like the listening device connected to some like readout, some special safe cracking device, and then you got visual information as well as the audio, that probably would have been a better way to make it clearer. See if this goes here. Excuse me. Okay, I can't even select it now. No, it's okay, this still doesn't go in there. Okay. So, whoops. So, can I do it from here? No. Cannot. Okay. All right, let's get out of here, please. Power. Check in again with this. I mean, I got lucky because I used the right one first, but imagine if I'd used the one that was broken first. That would have been awful. So she wants us to do something in the room. Actually, it probably has to be the console because that's what we saw specifically, right? I think so. I'm going to try the basketball again, but yeah. We just got a tape that we can't use. I guess. Again, there are no descriptions in this game. It's terrible. Just terrible. Apparently that vial was in ice the whole time, which is why we couldn't even like read it. Barely read the vial label. And then apparently the ice just randomly happened to melt. She doesn't say go anymore. And we need to be here. The game has a lot of good ideas, but man, the execute... I mean, again, not a surprise that it's their first adventure game. There's just a lot of rough, bad design edges to this game. I mean, the tape doesn't go here to... No? I still don't know what happened to our other audio tape. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing makes sense. I've given up trying to reason things out. I thought this would be the receiver for like the bugs, but no. Still haven't used that yet. We do have that key, right? But still have no idea what this opens. God's sakes. Can't interact. It's so arbitrary when we could interact with this, and now we can't again. So arbitrary. No, it's not moon logic, though. It's not moon logic. I think moon logic is a term that's overused by people just saying, like, oh, there's something bad about an adventure game, therefore it must be moon logic. No. Moon logic is like using silly items. That's like a little bit of a stretch. Here we don't even know what the items are, that's a different problem entirely. You know, moon logic is like, oh, I'm gonna make an airplane out of like a banana peel, some feathers, and like a wrench or something. I don't, you know, like stuff like that, right? Where it strains credulity about how items can combine with one another. Kind of a silly way. All right, now we got to figure out what to do here. What are we gonna do with this console? Yeah, monkey wrench, right? Is there any way to I can't interact with the keyboard. No. There's no other additional hotspot here. Just zooming in. Right, right. Yeah, and some of them do it intentionally too. I mean, it's part of the what they're going for. Oh, makes sense in Go Lord, yeah, yeah. In fact, actually, there were some British games too that, yeah, in the US we call it, yeah, wrench, but in the UK they call it a spanner. I'm not sure whether it was that specific example, but I can't remember whether it was Simon the Sorcerer or Discworld, probably more Discworld. But even, I was a native English speaker, but I was at it, there was a puzzle I didn't solve because I'm not a native British speaker, so I didn't, like, the different term had a, you know, a different thing. So even knowing English as my first language, I still couldn't solve it because the British terminology is different than the American. I forgot by now I've forgotten the specific example, but I know exactly what you're talking about, yeah. Or like, which was it, Zork, that had that baseball puzzle? That if you're not from a baseball playing country, you wouldn't really have understood. Oh yeah, Sam and Max says spanner, but that's even made in the US. That was bizarre. On Monkey Island 2 was the reversed case where they used, yeah, monkey wrench. All right, what the hell am I doing here? Can we... Oh, this looks like a key. Maybe that's the key. Is this thing a little keyhole thing? Oh, yes, it is. Yeah. Hello? Well, this isn't having any effect. I'm not getting the feeds up here. Maybe now I can insert the tape? If this is a drive. Yes.
My name is Matthew Stevenson. I used to think I owned this museum, but after the events of the past week, I'm not so sure I can say that anymore. There were enough clues something was going on even before last Monday, but I was so preoccupied with preparations for the president's visit, I was very slow to put the pieces together. I'm liking this tape in my safe when I'm done, in case I don't make it. So someone will know at least part of the truth. I can't get the tape out of the museum. They're watching me. And at this point, they're not about to let me leave. Other than the bits and pieces I discovered on my own, I learned most of what follows from the translation of the Mongolian glyphs drawn on goatskin. Dr. Reuben Banks, from Boston University, the man I hired to translate the glyphs, is dead. I just found him in the Capricorn room, his skull crushed. As bizarre as it may sound, I am convinced my museum is in the hands of an ancient cult that worships a deity called Washin, the binder of souls. I need to start with the ring, I think, that belongs to one of Dr. Banks' former archaeological students, Lorena Conoceros. She is the current reigning priestess of this cult. She has played upon the needs and desires of several members of the museum staff to indoctrinate them into her cult. Frank Macy's ambition and pride. I stepped on both when I took over the museum. Jordan Cooper's greed. Reg Westlake's basic venality. Susanna Armstrong's thirst for public acclaim. Nick Costello's passion to be healed. Lori Wood's lust for revenge. Dr. Banks said the workmanship of the gold in Lorena's ring is Portuguese, approximately 200 years old, although the stone was crudely cut and fashioned much earlier. He said that Lorena was very proud of the fact that she was directly descended from one of the first Portuguese families to establish trade with China in the late 18th century. There was some intermarriage between her family and one of the noble families of China, almost unheard of in that day. That's how the ring, a sort of badge of office, he thinks, was passed to her from a woman on the Chinese side of the family. The glyphs on the goatskin are a copy of a prophecy set down by an ancestor of Lorena's called Shao. She was a Chinese priestess in the court of Genghis Khan. Chao tells of a distant time when Khan will be born again to subjugate the earth in the name of the binder of the souls. The Capricorn head serves as a sort of repository for captured souls that are bent to the will of Washin. Genghis Khan was one. World leaders in this distant future Shao speaks of will follow once Khan rises. Unfortunately for the cult, the Capricorn head was buried with Genghis Khan, and none of Lorena's ancestors could get their hands on it until Temüjin's tomb was discovered in 1992. She's been tracking the head ever since, waiting for a chance. It's clear now she made an attempt to steal the head in Boston last year. When that failed, she came here and got a job at this museum. The cult's first victim is obviously meant to be the President of the United States. Well, its second victim anyway. I don't believe in coincidence. Dr. Banks said Khan's spirit will need a new body. And whatever forces are at work here have obviously decided there's something fitting about yours truly. The Genghis Khan of Wall Street. Being that body. Lorena hopes to drug me with some ancient concoction that will not only prepare me for the transfer of Khan's spirit, but will pretty much remove me as a threat to their plans. I'll be little more than an empty shell. Hallucinating, speechless, but not brainless. Because Dr. Banks says the spirit host must prove itself worthy through a series of trials or tests. Being a rat in a maze is not how I want to spend my final hours of existence. and I don't relish giving up the use of my body to a 12th century Mongolian warrior. I intend to fight back. I know how fantastic this all sounds. I can only hope. If I can't stop them, enough evidence remains to prove what I say on this tape is true. This is Matthew Stevenson. May God have mercy on my soul.
Okay, so again, another bad interface issue. This whole thing. Oh my god. I mean, luckily I finally saw it, but again, there's just no feedback from this thing. Jeez. Okay, so there's the exposition dump, which we've been sort of wondering if there was going to be one. I guess I might as well take this key back too. Might as well, right? Oh, I can't even get it out. All right, fine. We'll leave it there then. Oh, the plot for Resident Evil 4. How do I get out of here? So now, hopefully we have our memory back. Based on us helping out. Oh, we're at hit power. What happened to my inventory? Uh-oh. Can we save? Are we going to see a similar thing with the audio cassette? Oh, now the inventory's back. Okay. I wonder if we're going to trigger cutscene or something. Yep.
My son must not be brought back as a slave, and your world must be protected from the evil that is watching. They will think you are led to the ritual chamber. Their guard will be down. Then you can strike at the heart of the magic. If the menace is to end, it must be here and now. Good luck, Matthew Stevenson. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. So we have to strike at them with cold iron. Maybe in that case it doesn't mean the poker. Whoops. Maybe it means actually this dagger. This could be iron, right? We don't know. Probably more likely this than the poker. Alright, so I assume that's what we're going to attack with. We also have that incense too to burn. Okay. So let's try, see if we can get in there. I mean, this could be it. This could maybe be the end. If there's a ceremony going on here, of course. No. Not yet, so. Okay. Did she tell us where to go next? No. Not still doing that. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we can go to, well, you know what? Maybe now we have the understanding so we can burn the incense, actually. Remember last time she said we didn't have the understanding, but maybe now we have the understanding, so this will do something. Get the save in again. Actually, I'm going to do a new one just in case we need to watch that cutscene again. Okay, match.
Magic depends as much on understanding your intent as honoring your ritual. You do not have understanding.
All right.
And thus no magic.
Okay, so we should wait to do that until we actually know what it'll actually accomplish for us. All right, so let's go back since we don't have to get another match. All right, so we don't really. I'm guessing I'm just gonna go to the Great Hall because. We don't necessarily. She's not telling us otherwise where to go. So hopefully we can just trigger another cutscene. So Lorena is the priestess of the cult. Okay, let's get it from the other view. And then if this doesn't work, we'll try the garden. Okay. I mean, I could try listening to the... Well, no, I did try listening to the tape player, or to the tape, but the audio tape. That didn't do anything. So yeah, we'll just go into every room. See if we can trigger something. Well, we still have not been, so now we know what that key was for, so we still don't have the key to that closet door or whatever it is. Maybe I should have checked in the Capricorn room to see if under the tapestry there was something we could interact with then. Try Macy's. Could always go back here, sometimes we saw stuff. Oops, shit. Still have the Morocco, which we haven't done anything with. Poor Nick. So we still haven't seen, though, the translation of the glyphs. I was expecting him to do like a live translation on, not live. I was expecting him to do a translation of the glyphs in the video and like read it, so we would know. But he didn't, or we didn't. Yeah, I guess that was me on that video. I'm Matthew Stevenson. So we still have not been in that room. Still locked. Still don't have the key for it. No, at least we did the save. Oh, now we figured out what the... So yeah, you never end up using the video camera as a player. Okay. Yeah, tough to know. I mean, I guess of all the rooms, I'd say the Capricorn room is probably the most, because of most likely there's something to do there with not just the incense, but more likely that hitting the fake head leads to the that tapestry. I guess we should check that again. But while we're on the way, we'll check Lori's office too, just to make sure again we don't fit a easy cutscene here. No. Gotta love the tapestry. You know what? Hit this again. Take it back. What the heck are you doing? I never clicked on that. So it feels like something opened there, right? There's a gust of wind that's blown, but... Actually, since they're here, is this the magic I can... Oh, this is not the real head, though. Yeah. Okay. Can I please go over there? Oh my god. Stop. It's probably still gonna be the same. Yeah. Still nothing. Nothing we can interact with. Damn. Okay, what haven't we used? The dagger. Audio tape. Oh, the ring. Didn't he say we have to start with the ring? I think so. We haven't used the X-Acto knife either. Can I cut a hole in this here tapestry? No. Kind of doubt it, but can check out Moby, see what it's, look it up in Moby. I don't recall that being on the list though. So the ring's gonna be a big deal. One second, guys. All right, sorry guys. Whoa, is this some music? Dun, dun. All right, so it still seems like we can't do anything there. So I'm just gonna continue. Hopefully, she's still not telling us we can go anywhere. So. I'm just gonna make sure we can't trigger a cutscene. It almost feels like we need to advance this to the next day where the president's visit, and then the ritual is gonna be attempted to take place. You know. Ah, God. Okay, there is interface issues. This is even a different kind of interface issue because usually the interface issue is it says this means you can't do anything. But when it points back, that means return back, there's nothing. So that's the first time we've seen that interface problem. Oh my God, it's so bad. How could people complete this with such awful feedback? Or lack thereof. It's telling us we can't do anything, so. See, the problem is if I click that though, that does mean like go back out of the scene. That's the problem, so I don't even know. I guess I'm gonna try to pixel hunt to find an area where it doesn't do that. Because if I use an item there, nothing's gonna happen. See, I can't even tell what this is. Is this a hole? Is this like something that's popping out of the door that I can move? There's no feedback here. Oh, that's the dagger imprint? Why is it all stretched? The aspect ratio is totally off. See, again, you can't. They don't visually represent stuff well. There's no descriptions or anything. All right, well, we found the entrance to the basement, which is where I thought it would be. Whoa, was that a bug running across, a roach running across the floor? All right, thank you. Because again, these interface issues are awful, just awful. Okay, so now we can investigate what's going on here. Oh, someone else that's dead? Mr. Stevenson, the goat skin is a fair... Oh, these are the Banks. Oh, they maybe took the body here, Banks' body. The goat skin is of fairly recent origin, say less than 100 years. It is a copy of a far older text. The glyphs predate much of ancient Mongolian and Chinese civilizations. They are basically a recipe detailing the ingredients for a potion I can only roughly translate as preparer of the soul receptacle. The recipe lists a number of ingredients by names that will take some time to translate into their modern counterparts. The sources for these range from various saltwater sea life, obviously not native to Mongolia, amphibians, a particular type of frog is mentioned, and a number of plants. There are then instructions for the preparing of the potion. Yeah, that was used on us. The potion's only purpose would appear to render its victim an empty shell, awake, possibly aware, but stripped of personality, will, and memory. This would leave room, I suppose you could say, for another's personality, will, and memory to take possession of the receptacle. In my archaeological researches, I've come across legends of various magical spells and potions, and have dismissed them as products of the superstitious culture that produced them. What scares me here is that the precise recipe is present. The ingredients appear to be poisonous enough to cause considerable damage were someone to ingest the concoction, as we saw was administered to us by Lorena. Further, there are faint check marks next to all of the glyphs indicating ingredients, and these are made with a modern lead pencil, leading me to believe that someone, possibly someone on your staff, has in fact assembled the ingredients. I think you'll agree the possibilities are unsettling, to say the least. The goatskin glyphs finish with the recipe for an antidote that would be more, reassuring, if it weren't so mystical in nature. To overcome the effects of this potion, one must apparently inhale the smoke of an incense. Ah, that's the incense. Created with ingredients representing healing, power, and love. Okay, I think we do have 3 ingredients, right? We put the hair there. I'm trying to remember the other ones we put in there. Oh, the tea leaves. The healing ingredient can be any herb with healing properties. The power ingredient must be from a great warrior, so that was probably the hair. The love ingredient must recall the scent of someone close to the victim. So that'd be like the scent by L'Oreal. These items must be mixed together in an incense burner and set alight. The victim must then inhale the aromatic results to be freed from the potion's effects. You've mentioned certain suspicions you have that something is not right in your museum. Add that to the discovery of this goat skin, and needless to say, I'm very concerned. I think the police should be notified. I will try to arrange a meeting with you immediately to discuss what I've discovered. Reuben Banks. Alright, so we need healing, power, and love. So I think we had the hair, definitely the hair and the leaves we put in there. I think I might have put in one other ingredient. Tea was definitely the first one. The hair might have been the third, though. I think I put in something else. Does anyone remember if I think I put in something? So we may have the ingredients we already need, maybe. Okay, interesting. So hopefully, I mean, we'll definitely try just lighting it now and seeing if that's everything we need. Or if we need a third ingredient. Which would probably be, I don't know whether we put, I think we have healing and power. The question is whether we have the love ingredient. Just someone who is close to us. Gonna die now? We gotta do the end of it first with the incense. Alright, I'll go back upstairs. Calm down. Yeah, I think I got most of what she said. Basically, we have to do the our mind doesn't have the ability to distinguish. She's basically saying the thing isn't real. And our mind doesn't have the ability to distinguish between the two yet. So we have to clear our mind to make the antidote before we can proceed in the basement. So, which basically, we're back to the incense here. Did you call us a thing? Yeah, I thought it was like a lion or a dragon or something. Oh yeah, is it supposed to be a dog? Alright, let's do another incense save. I think I might need one more ingredient. I can't remember whether I put it. We definitely put in the hair and the tea leaves, so I think that's healing, power and healing respectively. But we need maybe something from love with someone who's close to us. I mean, I know we're into Lori, but I don't know whether that kind of is being close to her. So do we have what we need yet or not? Oh, food dogs. Oh, I see. Okay, so just look. Oh, we do have what we need. Nice. Okay, yeah, I just forgot whatever the third ingredient was that I put, but I already did it like early in the game. Are we healed? I assume we're healed. What did I have here? All right, I assume we are healed. I assume so. So let's go back downstairs and see. Man, does this look like a dagger imprint to you? The aspect ratio is completely off. Awful. They just do not render things visually well at all here. So maybe that's not going to be the steel thing that we need. The cold iron, rather. Sorry, not steel, iron. Okay, there was a roach there, yeah. Didn't look like that's where the dagger would go at all. Okay, let's see if we can advance now. Yep. Oh, no, or no. My head is clear. My head is clear. Did I not breathe in the incense fumes? Damn it. Oh, no, we got rid of him. Goodbye. Alright, I wanted to head over here. Bomb. Bomb. Is there anything in the corner? Actually not. I wanted to see if I could do anything with these crates. What does it say? TCP? Okay, because it's not important. Okay, oh, I got stuff over here. There's the food dog. Oh, I hope this is not, is this gonna be an interface issue? I hope not. Okay, I think there was a door though over here, so I'm gonna try to go over there. Oh, you know what? Yeah, oh, buys are open. I missed that. Thank you. Actually, we'll pause for buy break anyway, because I have to go to the loo, etc. So yeah, let's pause things there, and we'll be back with more, hopefully the exciting conclusion of Temüjin. Hopefully we can get to the end here, we'll see. We don't have another doozy of a puzzle or what. Alright, so let's resume. Heading to this door over here. I did do the buys, by the way, that came in. Oh god.
This magic is no illusion. The barrier is real and must be pierced with cold reality.
Okay, so either the dagger or the poker would be my first two guesses. Okay, dagger's not doing anything. Cold reality? Sure it's not iron? Oh, we haven't used the Exacto blade. Exacto, no. Okay, let me try the poker. Or the darts. Scissors? We have a lot of potential out here. Yeah, it was the poker. Poker, poker, poker. Oh, it's everybody.
The lone warrior, here to save mankind.
About time.
Let's get this over with.
He must have the ring. Get it.
Are you sure he's ready? He's passed all the tests.
What about the amulet?
The amulet is powerless now.
Its spirit was released to try to help Matthew.
What amulet?
I will begin. Wajin has been asleep a long time. He is hungry. I have brought him a feast of flesh as well as spirit. Accept the offering I bring you.
R.I.P. museum staff.
This is not your end. This is your beginning.
In the great unknowing, all souls are one. All bow before Wajin.
That includes you. Oh, now we can do something. All right.
It came from the darkness of fear.
Can't save. Damn.
It spread across the land as a low-lying mist, devouring spirits like twigs in an
this?
eddy. It is Wajin the Goat. It is Wajin the binder of souls.
Okay, it's
The
something.
distant time is now. The day of
Oh, here's another
awakening
one.
is here. It is Khan the
I
warrior.
wonder.
It
See, I
is
want to save
Khan,
because I'm
the
hoping we can get a bad end
destroyer of
if we don't do the
souls.
right stuff here.
He comes now from the darkness of your fear. He comes for
Can we combine these?
you.
I have glue though, don't I? Do I still have the glue stick? Uh-oh.
Tomorrow night, when you face your leader, he will be greeting the Great One, the most powerful conqueror the world has ever known. Wajin, your time is now. Return the one great Khan who will take this world in your name.
Okay, this shouldn't work on us though, because we did. Remember, we had the antidote, so we shouldn't be inhabited by a spirit now. Possessed. Oh, did we die? I think we died. I love how I still have this as the this as the cursor though. All right, we did die. It would appear that way. I guess it's prompting us. Yeah, prompting us to restore. All right, our first death. Nice. So this is timed. I'm glad we did see that, but I need to see whether we have... What? It's not even letting me restore. There's nothing restored? Did it wipe out all my save files? Come on. Hello? Can't even type. I don't want to start a new game. I can't exit. Can't start a new game. The thing crashed. Yeah, it looks like it's bugged for sure. Oh my god, great. Hit control, alternate delete, but that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Right, we're gonna have to restart. Oh. That's too bad. All right, so I'm guessing those two things have to be maybe connected. Maybe it's going to reflect the beam back at her. That's a typical thing. I have no idea what they are, of course, because we never know what anything is, but... The boss killed the fabric of reality. I'm trying to remember whether we have the glue stick still. I don't think we do, actually. I don't remember seeing the glue stick in a long time, because I was thinking of gluing those two pieces together, but not sure if that's something we'll be able to do. Uh-oh. Now it might be fully bugged because it doesn't know where to resume or something. Video reality engine, no. Oh, God. Yeah, now Windows is screwed. Alright, I gotta do a hard. Let me restart entirely. Oh, God. So this is the second time that the game is like fully crashed on us. The first time we were able to sort of get back in, no problem, but it seems like this one might be an issue. Oh, man. Pause the timer for now until we get this sorted. Hopefully the game saves are still there, but Materian might be right that having that cursor still with an item might have borked everything. So if this doesn't work, then maybe I would try switching CDs, maybe to disc 5. It's okay, buddy. We'll get it fixed. It's all right, Rufus. Uh-oh. No. It's a problem. Great. Because you know that ding. Fuck. All right, let me try to switch over to 5. Yeah, before I start messing with the files, though, see if we can just do the easy fix attempts first.
Don't I get a yummy bribe?
Yes, you do indeed. Thank you, Nex. Stu, are you on a big delay? Because I think people were talking about Infested during the break, which was a while ago now. Or was someone just asking about it now? See what happens if we start disc 5. No. Okay, so that didn't work either. Shoot. Ah, boy. All right. So yeah, we're going to have to take a look at the save files, I guess. So instead of throwing... Well, the weird thing about this game, because it runs straight off the disk, there's not even a hard disk install. I thought Gao answered that because Gao's the one that picked Infested. Yeah, he said Infested. So yeah, let's, okay, instead of running the CD, let's see if we can find anything on the CD. Well, no, if I go in here, yeah, it's gonna run it though. Okay, so we need, I hit cancel. Okay, thank you. Can we go to, how can we go about this? I don't know, Rufus, I don't know. There we go, okay. See what we can make of this. Where are the save files? Do we know? Oh, they do save them to the hard disk? It's weird because you don't install the game at all. I don't know. Whether they be in like a temporary file or where. Temporary folder, I mean. Because I definitely didn't install anything there. Even the manual says you just run it right off the disk. Yeah, I guess we can search, but I don't know whether we'll find. Okay, let me see if I can remember how to do this on Windows 98 here. Do it from run. Find. Look in C drive. Okay, here's a folder. Let's see. Ah, there we go. Save games. Perfect. Thank you, guys. All right, yes, they're all my save files. So start episode 7 final challenge. Start episode 7. 7 videotape. So this is my last, wait, no. My last save I think is Incense, I believe. Or Basement. I don't know whether I saved after I got to the basement, then I had to go back for the Incense. It might actually be Basement. Well, we could probably see if we look at the details. There we go. So my last save is, it was Incense. Okay, 7 Incense. But the game did an auto-save. I assume this one. Yep, this one. So the question is, though, what do we think? Remove this? Maybe it's trying to load this one and it's getting screwed. So we could try and... What do you guys think? We should move this somewhere else? Throw that in the desktop for now. Yeah, I was thinking of deleting the save. I was actually thinking of just moving it out. That way we can always, you know, get back if that's the problem. Okay. So I've moved it out of there. Let's see if we try running it now. Because maybe that save was faulty. Although, it's weird that that save would be faulty because that's an autosave from the game. Well, maybe. Let's try now. Ah, yep, that was the problem. So I guess we're gonna we'll have to load it from my last save, which was Basement. Or no, I'm sorry, it was Incense. So is this before or after? Okay, this is before we do this. So what we'll do is we'll do another save right outside the door. And I'll restart the timer then. Yeah, thanks guys, appreciate it. Looks like hopefully we got it resolved. This is a weird montage because it's like there's no indication that you've been healed. But clearly that's what's happened. Can I skip this part? Yeah. Okay, good. Let me also check. I don't think we have the glue stick, but I just want to make sure. We have the poison. Someone else. Oh, yeah. Can I put the poison in this? Because this is what I think she used in Mystery. No, I can't. don't think we have the blue stick anymore. We don't. Okay. Alright, let's get by the foo dog or whatever. The lion dragon. Timer's gonna restart when we get back to where just a technical problem. So I'm gonna start it outside the door over here. Okay, good. Now let's do a new save. Wow, so it's oh no. This looks like another problem here. Oh, maybe it's because oh shit. I think it's because it was still moving. Wow, this game is so buggy. Oh, maybe it's... Oh, yeah, that could be it. It wasn't save file name, but there were too many saves. That makes some sense. Oh, God. Well, I'm glad I didn't restart the timer for this reason. We weren't out of the woods. We're not out of the woods. All right, so I'll just delete some early saves. Which also means maybe we can just restore that... the game's autosave. They could have just capped it. I mean, that's just, again, another problem with the game. Poor testing. Yeah, either the game's autosave was too long, or, yeah, but more likely it's just too many of them. Oh, you think it's an emulation issue? Oh, maybe. Yeah, well, the interface issues are awful. Inexcusable in my opinion. Oh, it's down here. Okay. All right, so let's try... Yeah, we can just get rid of some of the Chapter 1 ones. No, I mean, that should be more than enough to clear out. We can even try throwing back in this one. Oh, interesting. Did that get restored on... Oh, it did get restored automatically. Okay. It's fine. Yeah, now there's a problem with VMS. Great. All right, good. So this hopefully gets us to where we were. Final challenge. Oh. This is not even the best spot. All right. Let's use more time. So the good news is now we know I don't have to make a save there because this is exactly where we wanted to make the save. Oh. I guess right after this. We actually lose the poker by doing that.
The lone warrior.
Okay, we can probably
Here
skip
to
this.
save mankind.
It came from the darkness of fear.
Can't move, right?
It spread across the land as a low-lying mist, devouring spirits like twigs in an eddy.
No, don't go there. Now I have to cycle back through the damn
It
inventory.
is Wat-Jin the goat. It is
Wasting
Wat-Jin,
valuable
the
time.
binder of souls. The distant time is now. The day of awakening is here.
So I can't combine
It is
them.
Khan the warrior. It is Khan the destroyer of souls.
Move right. Come on.
He comes now from the darkness of your fear. He comes for you.
Okay, so we can't move or interact with her. So I think it's got to be an inventory combination.
Tomorrow
thing.
night, when you face your
All right,
leader,
so we've already lost.
he will be greeting the Great One, the most powerful conqueror the world has ever known. Wat-Jin, your time is now. Return the one great Khan who will take this world in your name.
So the weird thing is I don't understand exactly why we die because we had the antidote. So maybe we're not getting possessed, but we're actually getting killed. It's not made clear because we don't see the after effects. We're just in pain, but does that mean we got possessed and we... Okay, good. So It was indeed. It looks like the problem was too many save files. How is there not even the ability to like drag this down and go to the end? Last save file. Crazy. Okay, I'm actually going to take a closer look, just to make sure we didn't miss anything down here. And then I'm going to strategize, think about what we have on hand, what we could do with those two pieces and whatever. Is there anything we can do with this? Can you guys confirm that's not an interface issue with the food dog there? The lion dragon statue is over there. Because this means, it's supposed to mean you can't interact with it, but we've seen 4 or 5 times now that even when it shows that symbol, you can still interact with it. Okay, no, thank you. So you can't trust the game. Definitely wrong game, Wismer. Thank God we don't have high school girls in this. Alright, I just want to make sure there's nothing we missed on his body. It's a very nice tie. Okay. Alright, so hang on. So the cold iron defeats magic, that's in reference to the poker. When all bars are gone, use the chalice to explore that which has been barred to you. So we could try the something with the chalice, but you'd think we'd have to reconnect the, What? Again? Oh my god, this game is bugged. Where to get through that? Silly. Stop. Okay, so this is actually kind of a mirror. It's okay, buddy. We still can't put this back together though, right? Just thinking about, you know, maybe reflecting something back. I can't put the missing piece here. They'll not use the Exacto blade. They take the ring off us. Yeah, I think the chalice is probably the most likely. We've used the dagger. Oh, let me take a closer look at the dagger. Oh, maybe those two things go in the middle of the dagger. Maybe those two pieces would connect in the middle of the dagger. That's a possibility. All right, so we could think about doing that. Let me try to get a proper save in now. Okay, so we could do that approach, and then or we could just try hitting the chalice. But clearly, you have to pick up those two items. I know we have to do at least that. So I think I'm going to try to fill in the middle of the dagger as my first thing. Then nothing with the tape cassette or the radio. Or the keys. The money. Telephone, the lipstick we've never used. Poison we've never used. Fork and knife we've never used. Scissors we've never used. Okay. Where's the... You know what? I'm going to put the poker on the end. This will just help us out if we have to do this a bunch of times. And then put this... Oops, can't do that. Because again, I don't want to waste valuable time sorting through the inventory when trying to attempt something. So I want this on the end. And I want the dagger on the end. Yeah, that's what we were saying before, yeah. Okay. Put that on the end. Alright. Okay, now I'll save it again. Alright, So what we're gonna do, I mean, obviously we have to use that, but then we have the chalice and the dagger. I'm gonna try to put the 2 pieces in the dagger that we collect off the wall. Hopefully it fits in the middle there. If not, I'll try reinforcing some stuff with the chalice.
The
Oh, yeah,
lone
thank you.
warrior, here to save mankind.
About time.
Let's get this over with.
I feel like he's eating
Must
something.
have the ring. Get it.
Okay, let's get past that.
It came from the darkness of fear. It spread across the land as a low-lying mist, devouring spirits like twigs in an eddy. It is watching.
No, it doesn't go in
It is
there.
watching
Shit.
the binder of souls. The distant time is now. The day of awakening is here.
Can't throw it in there either. Damn it.
It is Khan the warrior.
Can
It
I
is
leave?
Khan the destroyer
Oh, you can do something
of
here.
souls. He comes now from the darkness of your fear.
Okay, maybe this will
He
ricochet off
comes
that.
for you.
Oh, we ran out of time.
Tomorrow night,
Maybe something different will
when
happen
you
though.
face your leader, he will be greeting the Great One, the most powerful conqueror the world has ever known. Watchin, your time is now. Return the one great Khan who will take this world in your name.
Okay, so yeah, it's definitely part of it. It seems like the problem is we were standing in the way, but there's no way to. I don't think we can turn around, but we can't actually move anywhere. So either we have to attack her or do something else to that area. Hey, Night Skull. All right. So at least we figure out what those 2 pieces were for. Definitely for progress, yeah.
It came from
I mean, this is really annoying that here you're
darkness
like up against the
of
clock
fear.
and the game's totally
It
unresponsive
spread
about
across the
moving.
land as a low-lying
It's like you have to move quickly, yet
mist,
the movement sucks.
devouring spirits like twigs in an eddy.
Can I pour this?
It is watching the goat. It is watching the binder of souls.
Is that?
The distant time is now. The
Come on,
day of awakening
go.
is here.
Ah. No. Wow, what a piece of shit. You can't move. What now? Did the game? Oh, thank you, Rufus. Yeah, now did she? Apparently, she bugged out now. I can't move left. The game. I think the game bugged out again. Oh my god. This is so appropriate for a game with shit movement. Now the movement breaks right here at the end. Yeah, it looks like the whole game's broken. Well, not the whole game, but I can't access the menu. They don't let you, so I can't even restore. Oh my god. What trash. So bad. Yep, got to do another reset. There's no way out of this. I can't get to the restore menu. And we're not going to die. Actually, maybe this could be an advantage. Ah, we can take it back. This will give us an advantage to figure out what to do now. Okay, now we have to heal this maybe somehow. Yeah. There we go. Now we have the proper amulet or whatever. So I guess we use this on her. If we could get over to her. Yeah. All right. Well, we got to restart. I mean, there's no way to... I can't navigate over there, so... All right. Got to reset. All right, let me let Rufus out. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. All right, I think now, hopefully, all we have to do is use that on her now. We'll see. Give it a couple Cedrics, too, for figuring those two parts out. Yeah, game has some really interesting ideas, but they're undone by their... they're basically a dev newcomer, so there's programming and design issues throughout. And they tried to do much with this video reality system. No, oh my god, so my door save got deleted. I guess it doesn't even save. Since the thing crashed, I guess. Okay, stop.
Sin, my friend.
Rack 5, thank you very much for the 19 months. Appreciate it. Thank you, Rack. Alright, now the only disadvantage though here is that now all our items are... I did all that inventory optimization. So let me just see where... Okay, Chalice and Dagger at the end. Alright, still... There's more there, I guess.
It came from the darkness of fear. It spread across the land as a low-lying mist.
Why is that like amulet thing even there on the door to begin with? It makes no sense.
It is watching the goat. It is watching the binder of souls. The distant time is now. The day of awakening is here. It is Khan the warrior. It is Khan the destroyer of souls. He comes now from the darkness of your fear. He comes for you.
Come on. Please.
Come!
Yes. Oh, that was shot out when all the other people went in there, I guess. She's in there too? Thank you. Now we can get outside without it storming. Yay.
Mr. Stevenson, I'm Donald Kiefer, Secret Service. Just wanted to stop by and make sure everything's secure for the President's visit. Mr. Stevenson? Is there something wrong?
No. Not anymore.
I would cancel it to be on the safe side. Oh, do we get to sign out of the guest book? Oh, credits. Oh, God. And there it is. After 19 hours and 55 minutes, Temüjin and Wetjin have been defeated. All the cult staff members have been sucked into the Capricorn mask. We overcame all sorts of technical and interface challenges to rid the Stevenson Museum of evil. We're all set for the President's visit. Temüjin. Oh, man. Wow, there's no music here, too, at the end. That's surprising. Oh, man. Wow, yeah, I mean, I don't know, again, I like the plot a lot, although I still don't quite understand the ending, but it's like, things get sucked in there and that. I guess no, it's not. No, it's not mute anymore. I guess the have to rewatch that penultimate cutscene, but when everyone got sucked into the mask, maybe that amulet or whatever it was flew off and then hit the door. Oh, you know what? When she first added the blood, I think, remember then there was that red burst of stuff? That must have been the thing flying off and hitting the door. What I understand is we freed May from there, but then everybody got sucked in, so everyone was trapped in there, but then May got trapped in there too. How did she get trapped back in there? That's weird. Very strange. There are also tons of items we didn't use, but I guess those were from the optional parts of the game that we never discovered, probably like involving the audio tape and the all those darts and man, bunch of stuff. So anyway, I mean I liked the FMV a lot. I liked the overall story, although again it left me scratching my head at points. Like that whole thing with the comic book was sort of bizarre, and it sounds like that Nick's clairvoyance had nothing really whatsoever to do with the whole watching Genghis Khan Capricorn thing at all. That it seemed like entirely separate. Some other supernatural thing. It just happened to converge with this storyline. And then, but yeah, the main problem is there are a lot of like fun, creative ideas here, but just really completely undermined by the awful movement with this video reality system. And then the interface was probably the worst part about it. The interface, where the cursors were not at all reliable, and probably close to a dozen instances where you had to interact with something, but you got the wrong cursor to do it. That would indicate that you couldn't interact with it. And there was even one place where the opposite was true, where it suggested you should interact with it, but it wasn't interactable. So I don't know, just some bad technical issues. Yeah, too ambitious in terms of like, hey, I appreciate the ambition that you're trying to innovate. That's cool. But for a first-time developer, you probably should do something conventional just to prove you're capable of that before you try pushing the envelope. For your first thing to push the envelope and then fail miserably, it's just a problem. Oh man. So they're for an Easter. I like item is for the Easter egg you can find hints about on the dev's website. Oh, that's cool. All right, yeah, maybe we'll take a look at that after the showdown. Yeah, what happened to our first VHS tape? It's not the same as the one from the safe? Well, I couldn't even get to that. I guess you could have solved the safe at any point in time. There's a hidden alcove in the garden. Really, with that brick wall? You're supposed to throw darts at a brick wall? That also told us it was not interactable. It had the up sign like this. Wow. It's the only time you can get, chapter 3, only time you can get batteries from a flashlight he leaves. Oh, I didn't even see that. You need them for the tape player in the studio. Oh, someone mentioned it was out of juice. I missed that. So there were 2 tapes. So I don't understand what happens to tapes. They just disappeared from our inventory with no explanation. Hidden song about the making of the game. But you need to click a crazy list of random hotspots. So what was the X-Acto knife used for? With the blade? Yeah, maybe we'll check that out after our post game. There's a hidden poem that points to them. Yeah, I would assume that too, BDR. That was my assumption. Although, actually, no. Well, they did full screen FMV though. All the cutscenes were all full screen. Strange. But yeah, but no, I'm sure it was for technical reasons. And then they tried to fill it in with all those interface things. There are some items with no use. Wow. Yeah, where would you even find the hidden poem? So yeah, a game, there's a lot to like here, but unfortunately too much not to like that I think undermines it playing it. Oh man. Just wish it would have been more playable as a game. Cool idea. I mean, if they had refined it, different Different interface, cleaned up the tech issues, better movement controls. I think you could have had a good game. Yeah. All right, so all that said, let's head to our Hull adventure. Bookcase number 2. Whoa, what happened to Doki Doki Literature Club? No way, we don't. We don't want to see you at these full sizes. Oh my gosh. Get down there. Doki Doki. All right, let's add game 291 Temüjin. Put it up on the shelf.